Hey guys, welcome back to Me Being Cheap Better Living, where we have better living through goal setting, accountability, positive support, and encouragement. So here I am being accountable to you. I did go for a walk this morning, got up, it was nice and cool, and today is Monday, July 25th. We have been having some triple digits. Was not feeling real wonderful this weekend after my run that I did on Saturday. I'm going to blame it on the heat and probably some electrolyte issues. So taking it easy. And then the other reason why we walked today is I got this new Fitbit. And then my friend has a Fitbit too, but we were getting some vastly different readings, so we were actually walking and doing some calibration. So anyway, nice weather, and we saw a fox. We saw fox today, and actually when we went on our run on Saturday, we saw two foxes, and they were like playing like this to each other. It was so cute. Anyway, and I saw a fox run today, and they run really, really fast. So let's talk about you for a minute. How are you doing on your goals? And I want to give you all the support and encouragement I can. Keep doing what you're doing. You'll get there. Tell me what you're doing. Leave a comment. Leave some feedback. But just take a look. We've been doing this for a while now. Take a look at where you are compared to where you have been. And I know that me personally, I've made some progress with my running. I'm able to run further distance, and my speeds are getting faster. So, and I've accomplished a few small goals. I got below 40 minutes on a 5K. So sometimes it helps just to take a minute, push pause, and just kind of look at the big picture and see where you've come from. So it may feel like you're doing these steps over and over again, not getting anywhere, but yeah, stop, take a look where you've come from. The big question is, where are you now, and where do you want to be? What do you want your life to look like, and what steps are you taking to get your life to those steps? So I know ultimately I would like to be able to retire so I could do some things like hike the Appalachian Trail. And I had a friend comment on one of my Facebook posts, and she was like, is this for the Appalachian Trail? Well, no, I'm actually training for a half marathon, but anything that I do will prepare me for the Appalachian Trail. And yes, that is one of my ultimate lifetime goals. I would really like to hike the Appalachian Trail. How cool is that? Because you could start all the way in Georgia and you get to walk all the way up to Maine. But what I want to do is I want to be able to have the time where I can take my time and enjoy, and I want to be able to, go into these little side towns, take these little side trips, and spend the time looking. I'm a history nut, a historical buff. I just want to go in there and, learn all about the history of the place. And I want to have the time to be able to do that and enjoy it. I don't want to go out there and say, we've got to do 20 miles each day. We got to do 20 miles. I don't want to be that person that's like, yeah, I finished the trail in record time. That's not me. I want to hike that trail, and I want to enjoy it. I want to see all the other little things. So, yeah, that's one of my ultimate goals. So, the training that I'm doing, yes, it will prepare me physically for the Appalachian Trail. But also, one of my goals is I want to actually be able to retire and my body is still in good enough shape to be able to do things like hike the Appalachian Trail. Because so many times you see people by the time they get to retirement age, and I'm guessing, no, there isn't a set age that you have to retire, because you do see many older people still working. But I think it's kind of given that most people work until they can draw their Social Security, which is right now in the neighborhood of 65. There's a lot of people that have some advanced illness issues at the age of 65, and I really don't want to be one of those. I also don't want to work until I'm 65. There's other things that I want to do. I like genealogy, and I enjoy tracking family history. I want to be able to go to all the places that my ancestors were. I want to visit all the national parks, and I want to have time to enjoy them. I don't want to just go and, just check it off my list, been there, done that. I actually want to go and I want to learn something. Um, you know, my kids are getting older. Eventually in the future, there's probably going to be grandkids. I want to be able to spend time with them. I want to be able to, you know, if I have those grandkids, maybe I want to take them on some of the trips. So there's things that I want to do. And no, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait until I'm 65 to retire, because my body's probably going to be decrepit and I'll probably be sick all the time. So anyway, working to prevent some of that. So today's actual topic is time. Is the barrier for you accomplishing what goal you want to do, is it time? And for a lot of us, it is time. So some of the common barriers are money, time, and, for lack of a better word, not a priority, or lack of focus, or there's other things you would rather do. So let's talk about the time issue. And we could go off in many different directions, but for today, I want to keep it focused on a time study. Now, we do time studies at work sometimes if we're trying to figure out how long does it take on average to do a certain process, and are there certain things that we could do along the way if we made a change that could, like if this task took this amount of time, could we do something and maybe make it take this amount of time? And so then over the course of a week, over the course of a month, over the course of the year, you're actually saving some steps, saving some time. That way you can devote more time to the tasks that are most important. So I encourage you to do a time study. So if you are, I'm going to make up a goal. Let's say that you want to, let's say you want to read a chapter a day from a book that you like, but you find that you don't have time to read. So let's do a time study. What are you spending your time doing? And what could you trim out? What could you cut out and there not be any fallback from cutting that item out? What can you delegate? And you know, what's most important, what has to be done. So let's talk about that time study. And so make some notes throughout the day. So for example, let's say you get up at, you know, I've been getting up at 5:30. So from 5:30 to 6, I'm trying to wake up. I'm getting my shoes on. I'm getting my water ready. Making sure I've got my Fitbit on. Making sure my phone's charged. And then I'm usually by about 6, I'm going for a walk or a run. And I do that. Then I come back. I have to take a shower, get ready for work. And then by 8 o'clock, I'm working. And so from 8 to 5, I'm working. But there's supposed to be some time in there. It's a morning and an afternoon break and a lunch in the middle of the day. That's a topic for another video. And then once I get off of work, typically I have to go tend to the animals, that sort of thing, and do some chores. But there's probably some times where I'm sitting there scrolling on my phone. You know, maybe I could do away with that. If you're spending a lot of time scrolling social media videos, that's probably something that you could cut out and there not be a lot of fallback or repercussions from cutting that out. That might be good for all of us. But yeah, and like, so I know a challenge for many people is dinner time. So if you've worked all day, how do you have time to prepare a healthy meal in a reasonable amount of time? So maybe if you look at the time that you're doing the cooking, maybe if you could do the cooking on the weekend and spend a little bit longer time cooking on the weekend and have this stuff made up in advance, you could then not have to spend as much time during the week cooking. So do some time studies, make some notes, and see. And it's going to be different for everyone, but see where you can cut back on some of the activities and see where you could do them in batches. Yeah. Anyhow, all right. thanks for watching. If you have not done so already, please like, comment, and subscribe. Show this video on social media. I am trying to grow this channel. Right now it's very small, but with your help, we can get there and keep pushing forward on those goals. You got this. All right, have a great day. Bye.